What is a good woman to you?
Well, for lots of years of my life, over the years of my life, the definition has certainly changed. When I was 23, a good woman was any woman who was 10 out of 10. Like,
regardless of personality,
personality, overlooked all of it. Didn't really care, because at that point I was building my business. I was trying to kickbox. I wasn't interested in, having kids or a future or this kind of thing. But I think
it was more of a play about.
Yeah, exactly. I was, and I've spent my whole life, I guess, meeting all sorts of various women, and that I think gives me the edge to be able to tell who's a good woman and who's not. But what I would say, the number one factor you want in a woman is honesty. Honesty in everybody is the most important thing that you can possibly look for. I'm going to give you an example. Okay. Let's say you meet two women. One of them has let me try and formulate this example in my head. Okay. One of them has a body count of 9. Okay. She's 25. That's not super high, but it's not low either. Okay, I've got a body count of 9, I'm 25, and this woman approaches you and she talks to you, right? And you meet another girl, and she tells you her body count is 8, but it's actually 4. You're better off with the woman who actually has the body count of 9. Because if the other woman will lie about that, what else is she lying about? And also, how do you know it's really 4? Once someone has displayed to you that they don't want to be honest, or that they're willing to package themselves as something that they're not in order to get in your good books, that is the ultimate red flag. Ultimate red flag above anything else. If a girl says, hey, my body count's 4, I used to be a stripper when I was in university, I was trying to make money, blah, 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 and you take her at face value, then that's at least someone that you could associate with and you could talk to. Whereas if a girl's body count was really 1, and she used to be a stripper too, but never tells you, and you find out some other
later
way.
on down the line.
That's a worse woman. Honesty is what you need from women. And I think that the key to finding a good woman is having a good bullshit detector. And my bullshit detector is like none other. I cannot be lied to. So sometimes I'll I don't have a new girlfriend, for example, and I'll be dating a new woman, and then people will say like, oh, she's only with you for the money. I'm like, brother, I'd know if she was. I'd know if she was with me for the money. I'd know if she was with me because I'm rich, because I meet women like that all the time who are trying to get with me because I'm rich. And I know she's different. So yeah, you just want to up your bullshit detector. There are lots of ways you can catch people lying nowadays, but look at any sign of dishonesty or any sign of trying to come across as something that you're not as the ultimate red flag. Because if you discover one bad thing about her, she said her body count was 4, but and she who her exes were, for example. But then there's a 5th one. He said he used to date her, and she's like, okay, I lied. It's 5. It's not 5. It's 50. You just haven't found them. Honesty above
still more to unlock.
Honesty above everything else.
But at the same time, would you say, how do I word this right? A man's biggest downfall can also be a woman, in a sense that, say a man's trying to build his empire, and now a woman comes along and locks him down, and now he's not even bothered about bringing that, like building that empire. 100%. Would you say a woman could also play a big part in a man's success?
100%. But just like with, just like a kid or a woman or a certain amount of success, if that has the ability to put out your fire, then you're not built for it. You're not built for it. Because I've met women all across my journey and my ascension to where I am today, who would have loved me to just stop working so much and hang out with them all the time and watch Netflix and maybe marry them. What's sad is, and I get called misogynistic all the time, so I'll say something quite misogynistic. I don't give a shit. What's sad is, a woman will happily put out your fire, and the same type of woman that will put out your fire to make sure that you no longer work so much and you're not as ambitious, sometimes doesn't realize that that's what she liked about you in the first place. Let's say I met a woman now. Let's say. She's obviously attracted to the fact that I'm super ambitious, that I train super hard, that I wake up at 7 every morning, that I'm constantly trying to learn something and better myself. Now I'm taking Russian lessons, but whatever it is, I'm constantly trying to improve who I am. Women will find that incredibly attractive and still get with me and try to put the fire out and try to stop me from doing those things. And you know what would happen if I became fat, stopped learning, stopped making so much money, became boring, just stayed at home with her all the time? She'd probably end up cheating on me, because that's just the nature of people. So yeah, if you let that happen to you, it's your fault. There's nothing I can say to people who, will meet a woman and quit the quest for greatness. Maybe your quest is just to be with your average chick and be an average man and have your average income and have your average family and let them work in the car washes. I'll drive past in my Bugatti. It's fine by me. and there's nothing you can do to drag these people up. I try my best to say things like this and let people listen to me. But, when I get those super chats online, hey man, I just broke up with my girl after 8 years. I haven't been working on myself because I was so comfortable with her, and now I'm 41. I'm like, bro, it's over.
Yeah, move on.
Your mistake.
Yeah.
It's over. Get your shit in gear, or don't send me your money on super chats. I don't need your $5.